What up, YouTube? It's your boy Sleep back with another video. Today we're reacting to, we never seen a group like this before. I don't know about all that. I think we have seen a group like this before, but they're doing better than expected. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a slap in the face, like a good slap in the face, like a get back. You know what I'm saying? The Faze boys, they left the Faze, and not the Faze boys now, they the core boys. So now they got their own thing going on and it's going good. So we finna see what that's about. But before we do, hit the subscription box below, the bell to the top for Noise Squad, because we're just almost at 1K, 16 away. Let's get there. Let's see what this video hitting for. Let go. Wow.
You guys got
Banks is kicking feet. Right when I was about to say he pop up. I was about to say he's kicking feet and hands in the air.
to keep it a bean. This picture.
But he's taking credit for this though. This picture, I told him to do that. That was my idea. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it now. I told him to do that. But it's crazy because he's reacting to the new group. So it's like, that's a little awkward. Like, what the? Yeah, all right, we gotta slow down, game. We gotta enjoy the funds first before we, you know what I'm saying, do some crazy stuff like that.
It's a recreated Faze picture. This is the picture that we had as like our YouTube Avi for a while, and I constructed this picture on set.
So we have another new content group that just hit the scene, but in reality, they're really not that new at all. In fact, they've already been pretty successful for quite a while now.
This is crazy, bro.
I think we're about to see one of the biggest content groups to
ever
exist.
Like they got the AP
Today we're
curve,
going to
though.
be talking about the new content group called Core,
I like that book
which
bag.
features the ex-Faze members that most of you guys all know and love by now. That include Silky, Lacey, Stable Ronaldo, Jason Deween, Faze Adapt, and someone who wasn't actually a part of Faze, Marlon. Now, like I said, these are people that have already been around each other for maybe 2 years now, and they've already seen immense success together. This is a group that won Organization of the Year awards at the Streamer Awards for 2 years in a row now, I believe. And it really seemed like they were just all set up to continue this whole path.
Yo, they all looking like the mobsters and all that. You see what AMP do? You know what I'm saying? You see what Chloe do? Did they like? What do you mean me and Marlon is so tough? What is that? What does that mean? You know what?
Had a success with Faze Clan, but unfortunately,
I don't know what that
things went
means, bro.
south
Hey,
and
yo.
ultimately ended up
Grown
failing
man, by the way.
due to monetary reasons with Faze as a company. This kind of forced them to
Nah, grown man, by the way. Yeah. Don't worry, we got it for you.
venture off and start their own group, which is now known as Core, which is an acronym for Create, Own, Run Everything. Now, I do got to say, I like the name Core. I'm not the biggest fan of the acronym. I think maybe it should have been Create or Run.
So what does it stand for? All right, Mr. Lore guy, because you know about Core and all that. What does it mean?
Run Everything. I think that would have been better. But if they like it, I think that would have been better.
Creators over everything? Create, own, run everything. I mean, I guess anything means possible. By any means possible. Create, own, run everything. I bet you it was Ron and Jason that came up with that though. And then Lacey was there during the idea. And he heard it and he just said it right after they just finished coming up with it. And now he was all hyped. He was like, yo. And they started dapping each other up. He mad hype. Silky in the back like. You know what I'm saying? What's his name is not even in the room. K-Son and Adapt not even in the room. They off playing Call of Duty or something. Saying quick sniping or whatever.
But if they like it, I love it. And what makes this even more of an exciting project for the new Faze members, or should I say Core members, anyways, the fact that they own everything, they own 100% of their revenue, everything that they do, they own, which is something that ended up being a very large problem for them.
Because saying it by itself is kind of like, eh. You feel me? Core boys. It's kind of like Core boys.
In their days at Faze. And when they first announced it via Twitter, that was the first place I saw it. I did see some people trying to like hate on it and, you know, say it wasn't going to work or it wasn't going to be as successful as Faze Clan, but It seems like they're off to a great start because their new YouTube channel gained over 130,000 subscribers within the very first day of it being launched. However, they
I hope
did run
so.
into a little bit of issues with the channel initially. The channel had got randomly
Yo. Dang, he was on your body. This video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated. Banks is not playing no games. He said, oh, y'all tried it. And that's why he was so enthusiastic when he seen the picture and the new channel, video, all that, and was like, oh, they actually made it though. That's crazy. Hey, I actually helped him with this. You feel me? Like he was low-key tight. He looked like he looked
terminated like overnight.
You're a little too
but
happy
it did
about what's
get
going on and you're not
reinstated,
even a
so
part
it
of it.
doesn't really matter. I don't know the reason of why it got terminated. They only have one video on the channel so
Look
far,
how many they
and
got
it was
now?
a tour of their $20 million mega mansion in LA. That house is absolutely insane, by the way. I mean, they have a basketball court, tennis court, 20-car garage, a movie theater, even a bowling alley, all located within the
What?
crib. This
Going
may
into
be
this
one
shit
of the
is crazy.
craziest content houses that we have on the
Damn,
internet. And
look,
it's really
they running
crazy
it
to
up.
see how
15,000.
far content organizations have come over the years, especially starting with, Faze
Hey,
Clan
more than me.
way back in the day when they had that house in New York. But so far the reaction from the community has been insanely positive. The only negative
Think they're going. You sure that's not it? Oh, clipping channel. I got bamboozled, gang. Is it like all together or what? Oh, it's just core. I gotta add that to the soundboard. I do. That is. My first reaction was. Now it's like, damn, 300K. I mean, I would hope so. They all got Camille and shit, you know what I'm saying? But oh damn, 1 million. Okay, let's not go to my analytics. Word. Let's not go to my.
comments I've seen has been comments saying that they aren't going to be as successful as Faze, which they're starting off pretty good. Other than that, the only thing that I've really seen has been people questioning like why they didn't include Blackboy Max or why they didn't include Your Rage, things like that. And I feel like those are just two other people that are just really focused on being in their own lane right now. Obviously, Max has his whole music career and things that he just dropped a tape, by the way, so I haven't listened to it yet, but if you guys listen to it, let me know if I should listen to it or not. But yeah, Max has been focused on his music career and 5-star and just his own personal brand for quite a while now. That's kind of all part of the reason why he originally left Faze Clan in the first place. And then of course we have Your Rage as well, and you guys know Rage, he was heavily involved.
Yo, this is the Blackboy Max hater, bro. Number one. Hey, I listened to it this morning. It was cool. He got the underground swag, so it was kind of like, but it was. I mean, it was cool
with Faze during his time, but the problem was
I like the last project better, but
in LA, Rage lived in Miami, so he was never really
there. Yeah, I don't think Rage is in that though. Like, what's good with Rage, bro? He said, nah, I already tried the group thing. I'm good though. I'm gonna start hanging with the poggers and all that. You know what I'm saying? Get the girl fan base. Yeah, for sure. He's definitely, I don't know, that Song Wars, he definitely showed out. Yeah, that was crazy.
Be a part of like their day-to-day group activities. He only kind of showed up when there was a big event going on, and that led to fans always kind of like bugging him about
like joining a group. I'm pausing OD, but joining a group is kind of like, whether it's for anything, whether you're doing business, whether you're doing music, whether you're doing like influencing, content creation, all that, it's always gonna be problems between somebody in a group to where it messes up the flow and everything, and now everybody starts having issues and it breaks up. Now it's complications trying to get people together and all that. I'd rather just work by myself, and they all can work by themselves for real.
About why wasn't he there with the rest of the members and
things
much, like that,
especially
which
when you
obviously could get annoying over time.
When you basically sell your soul to a corporation, dog. If they better Add AMP
he
to
kind of
the
just tried to avoid
Rage
that
to the
aspect
AMP
of
mix.
it and focus on living his own life in Miami with his family, friends, and his dogs. And if you don't want to take my word for it, Rage himself spoke on why he wasn't a part of the Core Boys after they made the announcement, and he basically ended up saying the exact same thing.
Join the Core. Look. Listen. I want nothing but the best for my boys, for my lovers. I hope my boys succeed.
He hit the Miles Morales on these. He said, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like, dying.
If they knew I wanted to be in a group right now, of course, they would have welcomed us with open arms, chat. That's our brothers for life. But they know that's not where my heart's at right now. Okay?
You look crazy, bro. You look like
I don't want to be.
Look like an uncooked hot dog, my boy. You look like ask him my wiener head. You look like a thief weenie. I mean, you look like let's not.
Half-ass. I don't want to be there once every
Buzz Lightyear
month.
That's crazy.
Are you even in Core? Gang, let's leave it to the that's gonna be there full time. It's gonna really put their heart and everything into a game.
The only thing that Rage was really worried about was
He looked like the hood Terminator, bro. If you know, you know.
if him and Max were still going to be able to come over to the new house.
Wait, hold on, Core Boys. Me and Max still come over sometimes.
Again, you got
like
one strand out.
Sometimes.
Frozone is crazy.
And Stable Ronaldo did end up appearing on Rage's stream shortly after he reacted to the new launch of the Core House and things like that. And he was sure to answer Rage's questions about whether or not he was still invited to the house.
So like
that's the hand signal.
You're always in. You just didn't. The Core is like who's in the house.
I don't think you should do that. You shouldn't walk around doing that.
So wait, hold on. So if I'm in LA,
you're in forever if you want to be in wherever. Why you acting like so?
It's kind of like you can't just leave, dog. You know what I'm saying? Either get down or lay down. You feel me? It's death row. No. All right, bro.
Dumb.
All right, bro.
Bros, why aren't you gonna even want that?
Get your clip off.
already they're like, you're not allowed.
They were like, y'all don't want Kason Rage? It's like, of course we want.
No, they was roasting me. They were like, yo, they changed the keys on the don't kicked out.
Now, obviously, it would have been nice to see both Rage and Max a part of this new group because I do think it's going to be something very special. But at the end of the day, they're all still friends in real life. And of course, they're always going to collab and hang out and do content together, things like that. So whether or not they're officially a part of the group doesn't really matter or not. And the same thing goes for Kason as well. You guys know that he was a huge part of Faze Clan. He was a huge part of everything behind the scenes as well.
What did I say, bro? I literally said they were probably coming up with the nicknames and all that. I'm saying who's doing what, and then I'm like, Adapt probably quick scoping on COD somewhere. Kason probably playing Mafia by himself, and look at this, bro. Ain't no way.
He was always very heavily included in big events that they did, or
I feel like that's like Lacey's default. Like,
especially their YouTube content. And it looks like he's planning to do the same thing for the Core Boys as well. He announced on his stream that he's going to be a part of all of their YouTube videos, which is definitely a huge plus for him because I do think he's great at playing.
He's like the Faze version of Aim High, ain't he? User. I wouldn't be able, but for some reason he used his background there too. Yeah, I mean, he's figuring it out.
Playing his specific role in big events, like for example, his involvement with the Mafia-thon. Like if you guys watched Casanat Subathon,
it's gonna click for him sooner or later.
The host of the Mafia game.
I don't know. For some reason, my background music go. You feel me? I do want to make my own, like an actual song, and then use it in the background. But for now, I ain't gonna tell you what instrumental I'm using because you know what I'm saying, it's tough. I got two defaults, but this is the number one. It's the primary. The secondary is tough, but I like the first one better.
I just think he does a very good job at things like that. So having him on the YouTube side of things is always going to be a plus. And he hasn't even ruled out the possibility of potentially joining the group as a member as well.
Anyways, on a serious note, look, bro, this is always how I've been, and I think even when I was in Faze, and obviously, you know, when we recruited the group in, I'm just there to bring good vibes and support them in any way I can, bro. I have a room in the house.
Big bro of the group.
And every time I'm there and I'm gonna stream, I want you guys to know that I want every time I'm live over there to be like a banger stream. I live pretty far from there. I'm gonna be very real. But I'm gonna do my best to make an effort to be there as much as I can. I don't want to set any unrealistic expectations. But I'm just there to support them and have fun. And I do have a very small room. Again.
But like, look at the room though. And then just look at the house. So it's kind of like rich people problems. Like they decked out room and all that. I know it's from Amazon, you feel me? But hey, no, I'm joking. I could deck it out, make it look exactly like this. Strictly from Amazon. No cap. Not whatever's in the background of my going on right now, but if I do my, you should have seen my, all right, yeah.
Another, thanks to upgrading me from the Harry Potter closet to the tiny room. And I'm having them do my setup, so we're gonna see what happens when I get over there. I'm expecting nothing but bull.
What you mean?
So my first stream at that house, I'm sure will be
NCS.
Will be quite the banger.
We ain't doing this.
And then
shit
you guys
right
will
now.
see me.
You know what I'm saying?
And by the way, maybe you will see Court
Chill.
Case on. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I will officially be a core member. But you know, I wanted these guys to have their and start their and you know what I mean? Like this I'm really happy for them, bro. Really. I'm very happy.
Oh, bro, listen. I dead be forgetting my own song names. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm gonna listen to it and I'll see what it sounds like.
For them, I wanted, you know what I'm saying?
So we'll see whether or not K-San joins the group.
I'm
But
like, what?
overall, like I said, the reaction from the community has just been very pure. Even FaZe Banks himself, he was on his new live stream show called The Market Bubble when all of this news broke. If you ask me, I think they kind of did it purposefully when
Market
Banks was
Bubble.
planning to do his new show.
First of all, the name is kind of Market Bubble. I like the layout. It looks professional. You know what I'm saying? Now, you just got caught up with a little scammy, crypto scammy. So I don't know why you got like the little, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if that's what you, okay.
It's just coincidence. I don't know. I don't got no sources yet. We gonna get some sources soon though.
It look
But
kinda
even
crazy.
if he had more of a positive reaction, he did kind of say
Well,
that this was
well.
all like his direction that he wanted to go with FaZe. But at the end of the day, it didn't work out. And
Got all the cryptocurrencies on the bottom after you just got caught up in a rug pull. But hey, do what you gotta do, buddy. You the big bro. I'm just a spectator. You know what I mean? But
he was happy for them, and he wished them nothing but the best for their new journey at court.
I just saw too on Twitter. This is crazy. So the boys just launched a group, and they have 34,000 followers, and they launched it with this. They're rebranding themselves as the Core Boys, and they just moved into a new house. This is happening live in real time. This is breaking news, everybody.
listen, bro.
And it stands for Create, Own, Run Everything, which is cute, and it's in line with like the.
You know what it means. you know what the intent was, buddy. You know what it means.
The Faze, whatever. It's ironic though, because this picture, and like, you guys got to keep it a bean. This picture is a recreated Faze picture. Maybe somebody.
I didn't see that coming though.
This is the picture that we had as like our YouTube Avi for a while, and I constructed this picture on set. These guys look happy, man. To be honest with you, like Alex is best. It looks like he's been working his
Bro, that's
balls
crazy.
off. He looks exhausted.
He looks stressed.
Jason looks super happy. Lacey looks trim. Silky looks like Silky. Marlon's
Are they live?
handsome,
Or do they
and
do this
Ron's
live?
honestly a generational talent. And, you know, it was a good run. And again, I'm seeing this in real time. And I wish them nothing but the best. Genuinely. What a good day all around. And yeah, I mean, that leads me into what is next for Faze. And yeah, I mean, a group, man, a group. Like again, I said it early on. I've really, really hardcore pushed this and pressed this. I think now more than ever, now that they have a group, there's like, this is the point, right? And I'm glad they did this. Listen, I'll say this. Initial thoughts on the branding of Core. I think they should have just went the boys. Like, I think they should have just branded themselves the boys.
Now, why would you do that? First of all, copyright and lawsuit. Because I'm pretty sure if they start getting, I mean, they could do that as far, but like when you start like trademarking stuff, and why would you do that unless you like you do something with the spelling? Megala's today. Oh boy, my Twitter is probably cooking up. We'll look at the Twitter. We're gonna look at the Twitter.
Adapt, Jev, Apex, and Rain. Way back in the day,
let me
branded ourselves as the squad. It was like a little sub Phase thing, and people really like that. Everybody calls these guys the boys. I think it's probably going to be an uphill battle, and I don't think, you know, just like Twitter and X, like people still call it Twitter. I think they'll always still be called the X Phase boys or Phase boys to some degree. The boys, I think, would have been a little bit cleaner, but maybe there was some reason that they couldn't do that.
So, like I said, overall, these are just a group of people who
I don't see nothing about it.
You know, be together for quite some time now, and they've already attained massive amounts of.
Man, you know what Megala is, bro. That's when they do all that freaky stuff behind doors, bro. That's basically, you know what I'm saying. Nobody ever knows what happens during the Megala, bro. And I seen a video. It's a person basically sneaking into Megala, and I don't even think they even said in full what they do. They was just sitting there waiting. There was a stage and everything. But yeah, we'll react to it probably if I stream tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then on
together,
Wednesday.
and that's without really having the full control of everything that they can have full control of. So it's definitely going to be crazy to see where they take this whole thing, especially now with them being the ones in control of everything. I think this is going to be very big. I mean, to gain 130,000 subscribers in 24 hours is nearly unheard of, especially for the launch of a group. It usually takes some time.
This nigga said they're meeting Gala. He thought he had one.
At least a few videos before, you know, you really start hitting the algorithm and people start tuning into your content. But they did this whole thing with just the launch of one single video, and let's hope that this path of success keeps trending upward for them, because I'm honestly a fan of everyone that's involved. I don't really watch Marlon too much, but from what I've seen, he's a great content creator. He loves creating content, and obviously he's friends with all of them as well, so it's not like he's going to be like an abnormal fit in the group. He's been around them for a while now, so I think this is all going to work out great. But at the end of the day, that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion,
man, I hope they do. I hope they work out for real. I hope they're more active than they were on the last channel, with the Faze channel. You feel me? They don't always got to be subathons and all that. You know what I'm saying? Do actual content and shit. Shit, AAP still doing videos to this day. You know what I'm saying? Cracking the mill, 24 hours. But yeah, bro. I'll be tuned in. I ain't got no choice, bro. It pops up. Mad clips be popping up on Twitter and stuff. You feel me? But that's dope. With that being said, that's the end of this video. Make sure y'all comment down below your thoughts. Leave a like and hit the subscription box below, the bell to the side for Noise Squad. We is almost at 1K. With that being said, we locked in. Let's get it. Bow.